Thanks for tuning back in. I'm Tommy Campbell, still bald, still in my basement, and still stunned that the same people backing someone that thinks you should be able to send SEAL Team 6 after your political opponents actually believes that Biden is the one they should be worried about. Are you geniuses going to drive your emotional support trucks back to the gas stations to peel off the "I did that" stickers? Or are you just going to leave them to show off the $2 gallons on offer? It's been a not-so-terrific week for Donald Trump and his Elite Strike Force Team VHS sequel of legal experts who are like if Kevin Sorbo wrote and directed his straight-to-video interpretation of A Few Good Men. I'll be having a laugh with Alina Habba and her shouty defenses of Trump. Fox News makes pathetic attempts to connect the recent Alaska Airlines door Boeing drama to diversity. Plus, Tucker returns for another exclusive segment you're not going to want to miss. I check in with freshly Hunter Biden rejected Marjorie Taylor Greene and Alex in the bunker and more. But first, this.
To get to the LindellPlan.com, where you can support us all there and help save our country. So Brandon, I'm getting an echo.
I'm getting a slight echo myself, guys.
Yeah. I'm hearing myself think.
I'm hearing myself think. Hey, Lou Dobbs, this is your new network, your home. You must be thrilled that after a week at the pillow manufacturer Gone Mad's far-right hot garbage pile, you've managed to get 83 subscribers. Is Lou counting on an actual paycheck, or is he going to be compensated with some of those MAGA Tears absorbing flannel sheets from Pakistan, or the stock that Mike Lindell insisted would be coming out any day now? It is pouring MAGA Tears. Thanks for tuning in for my take on things. Say hello to me and the great subscribers in the comments while I blast the latest and stupid and more.
Defendants, the organization, and every employee of the Trump Organization, which has single-handedly changed the New York skyline, including the building we are in today. These are special properties. Real estate is an art, not a science.
Oh, Alina, you are special. Real estate is an art, not a science. Real estate involves architecture, and that is definitely an art. But buying and selling properties and licensing your stank name to a hotel isn't art, and it's not science. It's just money, time, and often luck. In Trump's case, it's his father's and the bank's money with dodgy numbers. That's what the New York case is about, inflating his net worth to dupe banks. One of Donald Trump's most prized buildings is 40 Wall Street, and construction was completed on this tower in 1930. Now, unless Trump was pulling some Back to the Future stuff, he had nothing to do with the construction or the design.
In 2016, they had no terrorists that they know of that came into the country. None. You know, I had the travel ban.
Look at Brett Baer's eyes here. Obama was president in 2016. He's just like, oh, this man is so stupid. Is this worth my paycheck? Think of the beach house. Think of the beach house. Think of the beach house.
We have concluded that he indeed committed no wrong. The Trump Organization committed no wrong, and the kids have been dragged in just like the other defendants, and it is wrong.
The kids! Are we going by their mental age now? It's so wrong to drag the kids into things. Well, I'd have a look at your boss's party that's using the president's son as a surrogate to attack Joe Biden. Imagine the tears Alina would be crying if AOC was holding up posters featuring Don Jr.'s weeping shriveled mushroom. Trump's kids are the Trump Organization, and they were there when the company issued false financial statements between 2011 and 2021. So they are kind of an important piece of the trial.
And I still am shocked. They cease to amaze me. This is unbelievable. I think
what you're trying to say here is they never cease to amaze me, as the saying goes. But I don't expect much from the underwater magnet man's Melanie stunt double lawyer.
I mean, what planet are we living in? Honestly, the stupidity is amazing.
You said it, girlfriend. Good evening, I'm Tucker Carlson, and tonight I want to talk to you about hamburgers, the greatest American culinary invention, the national dish of America, the people of this country, the sandwich that Barack Hussein Obama ordered with French mustard, and the first choice menu item for the great real president to launch against the wall, misspell in a 3 a.m. tweet, or just drown in ketchup like a child. Oh, hamburgers are the food of the USA, but Hamburg is right in the name. They're from Germany. Wait, what is that about? McDonald's didn't start in Berlin. It started in America, a country I don't even recognize anymore. Now, it's important for you to see this video because the mainstream media doesn't want you to know what is really going on. These people aren't trying to park. They're waiting to eat hamburgers and have been doing it for a very long time. In some countries, people have to walk hours for water. In Joe Biden's America, people have to line up 8 hours for food. What is going on? What's going on is the opening of the first In-N-Out in Idaho. And these people could have eaten anywhere. The truth is they probably did eat somewhere because they most likely definitely required a meal while waiting for their meal. This is the latest blue state import attempting to take down the Golden Arches. And I'm not talking about the yellow streams on Trump's tape. And Five Guys, the popular red and white choose your fixins fresh fast food restaurant, not round one with Lauren Boebert at Jason's No Questions Wood Shack off the 36. Password Beetlejuice. Burger King, which sounds far too royal for a country without a monarchy. In Australia, they changed it to Hungry Jack's. Wow. These starving Americans were forced to queue in idling cars for fast food, even if it's elevated, as they like to tell you. Now, are Joe Biden's numbers so good that people can afford a day off for fancy burgers? Or were they left with no choice because of the extra money in their pockets? Still, this was in Idaho, one of the most Republican states in the nation. So the odds are high, very high, Don Jr. high, that most of these vehicles were sporting Trump bumper stickers, burning hours of fuel while streaming Newsmax, and rage tweeting in the half-day burger lineup that's as long as the caravan to get into this country, because they are coming to this country. And when they do, you won't even be able to get a hamburger, because the national dish will become whatever peasant stew they are accustomed to eating. But you know who didn't line up all day for the same burger? Dwayne Johnson, because this week he also went to In-N-Out, claiming in a post that it was his first time. For a 51-year-old, that seemed odd, out of the ordinary. But he is Canadian, and they do not have this chain in Ted Cruz's homeland. Either way, he's always sure to pose for pictures with the excited staff and leave a generous tip, a concept he brought here from his father's socialist country. Many people say, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? But I wanted to know what The Rock was eating. Was there ketchup or barbecue sauce? I highly doubt it. I'm certain he ordered it with fancy mustard, probably a Grey Poupon. That's why we contacted In-N-Out, and I have yet to have a statement back from them, but for now, I'm just asking questions.
Attention Boeing executives, DEI must die, not passengers on your planes. Steve Moore on the company's misguided priorities, coming up next.
But one of the questions has to be, not just from FAA, but from Boeing's board of directors, has the company been distracted by other priorities that don't have to do with safety? And if the answer is yes, then we're going to have a bigger problem on our hands, and air travel for the foreseeable future could be very difficult.
Right. I think every industry is saddled with a new priority, and that new priority came from above and told them that this had to be done. So what happened is you have a company that's based on a profit. That should be the leading thing. You need to be a successful, effective company. Then you create this parallel mission that has no profit motive whatsoever. And then people are like, oh, well, we just have to do it anyway. So this suffers.
This is the stupidest take on Boeing out there. In 2008, the Takata Corporation, an airbag manufacturer with 20% of the market, recalled all of their bags because they were deployed with shrapnel. It wasn't because the factory was woke or inclusive. The shrapnel wasn't a diverse release of glitter, tacos, and Bernie Sanders mittens. Or back in the 80s, when Pontiac Fieros were bursting into flames and GM recalled every Fiero ever built. Oh, those woke engineers making a mid-engine car with a name that sounded like fire. It actually means proud in Italian. Wait, pride? Proud. This could be inclusive. The base model 1984 Fiero SE Coupe had a 0 to 60 of 11.2 seconds, which is incredibly slow for a sporty-looking car on fire. The FAA has announced an investigation into Boeing, saying this incident should have never happened and cannot happen again. Now, in the same week that Boeing has had to deal with the fallout from their doors falling, Air Canada had a plane door incident with a Boeing 777, but this one was a little different. And it sounds like I'm making making this up, but I'm not. The flight from Toronto to Dubai never took off because upon boarding, instead of proceeding to their seat, the passenger opened a cabin door on the opposite side of the aircraft and proceeded to fall out of it. Now, I don't swear on this show, but how dumb are you when you see a door on a plane with a window showing the outside and think, where does this go? Is this the restroom? Is there a bar here? After all it takes to get on a plane these days, I just want to get to my seat, order a drink, watch a movie, do a bit of work, hope the person next to me leaves their socks on. What is the worst thing you've seen on a plane? Mine was someone changing their baby on the tray table next to me on a long-haul flight. Not in the bathroom, on the tray table. Let me know in the comments. Watch Ron DeSantis suffer through this beatdown. I'm still not sure if he looks like an animatronic programmed by Mike Lindell's experts or a guy trying to figure out how much time he has left after eating that questionable oyster.
Look, if you can't manage a campaign, it's been a revolving door of political people in and out of his campaign. You've heard of campaign people going to blows with each other because they can't all agree. $150 million, and he spent more on private planes than commercials. I flew commercial. I stayed in residence inns. We went and saved our money. We made sure we spent it right because you have to understand it's not your money. It's other people's money, and you have to know how to handle it.
Oh, Nikki, flying commercial and rubbing it in Ron's face. Maybe Ron is scared to fly commercial since his mission is to go after the woke and all those doors are DEI dangerous. Ron has spent a ton of money and all he's got to show for it are a bunch of clips of him wiping snot on people.
Alex here, still in the bunker with Marjorie again. Good dude. Well, it has been a tough week for the Georgia Gremlin, all right? Like, we got all the snow, it's freezing, and then she had a surprise appearance by Hunter Biden that blew the doors off the hearing like an Alaska Airlines flight. She had no idea that Sleepy Joe's son was just going to show up. I mean, she is a huge fan of his junk. She was starstruck and then insulted when he pulled his globalist parachute and exited the chambers before she got a chance to be crazy in his face. My blonde meat swamp was a mess after her anticlimactic confrontation with the laptop from hell lawyer. I gave her some of my long life deer jerky, a bottle of Merlot, and I even cleaned out her litter box and put a copy of her book so she can just like thumb through her achievements, feel good while she's at it, you know. But nothing seemed to work. Nothing. So I agreed to use one of those thumpy massagers that I got on Amazon to tenderize her hog shoulders and decompress the box-headed straw-haired lady with views as crazy as mine. And I know I'm out there. I know. Now I will be turning this plumper thumper massager up to 11, but I'm keeping all activities from her navel up, okay? I know her legs are tired from chasing HB, but the last thing I need are the in-the-flesh bird flu fever dreams that are her Uri Geller sport feet. I saw that socialist Air Canada passenger using the exit door, and I thought, I can relate to you, brother. Sometimes you just got to escape. That's how I feel. I've scoured the dark web for that little neuralizer mind wipe tool from Men in Black, and so far, I've only been able to purchase non-functioning units. Basically, it's like a small camera with a bright flash that takes desperate pictures of me losing money. So I remain haunted from the times I was accidentally exposed to the mystery mushroom growing out of a damp log looking feet with skateboard scab kneecap ankles and an uneven set of toes that looked like someone took the extra skin from Trump's swinging neck and rolled them up like orange taquitos and glued them to mortadella meat stumps. Because what is the rule, MTG?
The socks stay on.
The socks stay on.
No comedy internet station for snowflakes. MAGA Tears. You're wrong. MAGA Tears. Why did I not realize before how perfect Nikki really is? She is the one president who can truly unite us all. Democrats have been pleading just to have Trump announce he's guilty and we're done. Literally no one wants to see him in jail. Just pardon him and Democrats and Republicans can go back to being the close friends they were before Obama started all this racist stuff because he's black. Everyone knows Donald will have to wake up every day knowing he was found guilty and carry that with him every single day. And that's a lot to carry with you. It's really more than enough punishment. We all should look to Trump for the compassion and kindness he shows every day and just forget about all this trial nonsense and just let the man go free. He already has to live with the fact that he was indicted 4 times on 91 charges and was impeached twice. It clearly weighs heavily on him. We can start the healing once we drop all charges and let him go free. MAGA Tears. Because they are coming to this country, and when they do, you won't even be able to... The national dish of Americans, the people of this country, the sandwich that Barack Hussein Obama ordered with French mustard, moutard, and the first...
But I've not been able to purchase a functioning unit yet. Basically, I just have a small camera with a bright flash, bright flash.
Import attempting to take down the Golden Arches. And I'm not talking about the yellow streams on Trump's tape.
And an uneven set of toes that look like someone took the extra skin from Trump's swinging neck. What is that? What is that going on there? It is so wrong. It is so wrong. I need the chunder bucket.
I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries. I've toured with Jim Jeffries for 10 years. I have 3 albums and an EP. You can stream them on Spotify and Apple Music. And I am a one-man comedy show here. I write, film, present, direct, edit. I even make all the graphics. If you can afford to, please throw me a tip with the PayPal link or the YouTube Super Thanks button. Life's short. Be cool. Be kind. Take care.